Shalom. We start off by giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, with Paul Kadash, giving up honor to the apostle of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the great Christian and truth and sincerity, and the power of bull. It's the brother of Pash Kadash. Coming at you giving another lesson. All right. This time I'm going to read Proverbs the 28th chapter, one of my favorite chapters to read in the Proverbs, and one of my favorite chapters altogether. All right. I'm going to just be reading the first 10 verses. All right. So, might be a little noisy in the background. I'm walking down the street, walk and talk, But before I even get into Proverbs 28, I just want to say, are we coming into the time, the sign of the times, all right? The signs are here, so the times are getting ready to be upon us, just to throw that out there, because, you got the mark of the beast, all right? You got to, this is a walk and talk, so I'm going to get on a couple things, but, we got the mark of the beast. It's here. All right, I just seen a picture. I'm mad I couldn't get a screenshot. I probably can find it again though. But it was talking about how you can now get your COVID. Oh, I can't say that on this. Damn. You can fuck it, it's too late. You can now get your Beetlejuice passport. If you don't know what that is, you know, look at the word I just said before. But you can get your Beetlejuice passport or your certificate, if you get what I'm trying to say, that you got it. You can get it, and you can get it as the chip now. I just saw a picture of it. They was doing a little pinch right in between the pointer and the thumb to get some skin up, and they inserted it. All right. Now, if you don't get what's being said to you, the mark of the beast is upon us. All right. You already got Australia on full blown lockdown. You got other places. You got other people. They knocking on doors, seeing if you got the vaccine or not. Pretty soon, they're gonna have the police with them. The next thing you know, when they make it mandatory, they door to door. Our enemy shall come down as a flood. This is really upon us. We're gonna be as vagabonds from place to place. But there's many scriptures that say, "Fear not, for I am with you." All right, the Lord, He right here with us. He ain't leaving us. So long as we stay strong in His faith, it might feel like it at times, but He not. All right, and like I said, this is a walk and talk. So I wasn't read Proverbs, but the Spirit taking me another way. All right, so we gonna what is RT News at? Fuck, here we go. RT News. It say France shoot down Britain's idea to fix channel migrant crisis. See the different countries, they not they get the tension is brewing. France and Britain, they don't even want to talk it out no more. All right, you got other things. Report reveals scale of missile military munitions. This is the time when the armies they getting ready to build up they weapons of warfare. Because back in the ancient world, you would start to hire your warriors. Start to make their armor, start to make their weapons. Because you can't use their weapons and their armor from the last war. That shit no good. It's got wear and tear on it. It's no good. All right, same thing right now. These armies they're not about to be using the missiles from 100 years ago, because they came up. I mean, they are. Don't get me wrong, but they've made better ones, more efficient, more precise, and more deadly. All right. So when they use these missiles, all right, when they use these missiles, it's gonna be a lot worse than Hiroshima and those things of that nature. Not to mention, they constantly it say right here reveals report reveals scales of missing military munitions. All right. So somebody is stealing they the shit they've been preparing. All right, and for all we know, they stealing it from themselves, really. All right, but that just goes to show you they got munition on deck. They got stuff ready to go. You think they're not gonna replace that stuff quickly? They know they see what type of time this is. It's just like World War I and World War II. Right before them, it was a moment of peace and quiet. That's how the battle is. You look at any battle in the ancient world or even now, it don't just start off with all screaming. No, the two armies come face to face, and then it break out, the clashing of the swords, men getting cut up so they screaming. You got people battle screams. That noise it crank out. Right now we in that time of It's like the thief in the night. It's his nighttime right now. The Lord, he creeping through the house, and he about to slam the door. All right, what's about to happen is he gonna light that after he get everything he need. The Lord gonna light the house on fire and lock the door behind himself, and you people gonna be burnt up to a crisp. All right, scriptures talking about how their tongue is gonna melt out their mouth. All right, so that's literal. You know, I've dealt with some serious ass pain before, but I ain't never had my tongue melt on my mouth. You know what a radiation feels like? That ain't no joke. Hold on. That's another thing. Speaking of these ambulances and these police and these things, them jobs ain't gonna be around too much. You got needed jobs to keep America going down. If it's a needed job, you got your ambulances, your police, your truck drivers. How good's gonna get from state to state if we ain't got no truck drivers? They all quitting because of that. They don't take the vaccines. All right? You got police, they quitting because they don't want to take it. Or you got ambulance, EMS people, whatever you want to call it. They don't want to take it. All right, these is mandatory jobs. They needed to keep the country going, keep the community going, keep the state going, keep your city going. If no one's working those jobs, it ain't like every EMS in your city could quit, and they be like, okay, let's train some new ones. No, because people constantly need those people every day. A week without those people will cause your city to collapse. Imagine if there was no police in your city for a week. Who the fuck? You know how many calls a major city gets? Thousands a day. So just imagine 7 days go by. Shit would be so out of control, it would be out of their hands. They wouldn't be able to re-grasp it. So now just imagine that on a country scale. Matter of fact, imagine it on a worldwide scale. That's what the Lord said. I come not to bring peace, but division. Right? He about to stir this motherfucker up. He didn't come here with peace. Because guess what? The last time the Lord came here with peace, y'all killed him. And you niggas who said let his blood be upon our hands, you take that punishment with Esau. You eat them fucking missiles with Esau. Cause they really for your ass anyways. Esau got his son to come. But you niggas that want to live it up, hey, get ready. All right, but that's just a little walk and talk. I'm gonna do another one to later, probably, Lord willing. Hey, I won't give up. Matter of fact, I'll keep going. I got a couple more of these to read. All right, say White House points to surprising cause of crime wave. All right, that's this came out on December 2nd today. All right, say a rash of smash and grab thefts in the U.S. by organized looting gangs is being party by the caused at least partly by the COVID-19 pandemic. President Joe Biden, press security has claimed. All right, why are they doing this? For the lack of bread, which also the scriptures talk about. If it ain't no bread, if it ain't no, well, yeah, that too, but if it ain't no food, no things of survival, what you think these people gonna do? All right, it's not as easy as people make it seem to survive out here. You got some people, it ain't no jobs in their community. You got some people who they are just niggas, they don't want to work. It's both. But for the majority of people, it's hard to survive out here. This is a country where people come here to make money then leave. Imagine trying to live somewhere. We're not Edomites who was born with a 401k constantly racking up. Daddy got a Porsche. Mommy works at home with her pearl necklace. No, we're not that type of people, right? Well, we never were because that's not how we live. But we're not. What I'm trying to say is we're not in our heaven right now. We're not in a place of comfort. This is a hell for us. All right, because hell is what? A condition of living, right? Here we go right here. Twitter's new privacy rules. aren't there aren't there for your privacy. All right, so they updated the rules on Twitter. I mean, that's just leading to the famine of the bread. Yeah, because what's gonna happen is eventually all these social media sites gonna shut down on y'all lives or block y'all out. I should say block us out. They're gonna completely wipe away with the word. It's gonna be hard to find. All right, that's why the people say, "Seek me now, where I can be found." Seek the Lord where He can seek the Lord now, because while it's easy to do it now, you can look up on your daily YouTube channels and find them. You don't even got to be no big page. It don't got to be a Apostle Hard or a brother with 10,000 subscribers. Even though they are easier to find, you can come across a video anywhere. Matter of fact, it don't even got to be a video. You could be downtown and see us. All it takes is one conversation to seek the Lord. you know. But these niggas, I remember a time a couple years ago, there was a dude like, hey, I'm gonna do this 1 year later. I got some shit to do this year. I gotta be wild. And then next year I'm gonna get right. Never seen him again. The Lord not dealing with that shit. Here come another ambulance. And they got the sirens on this. No, this a fire truck. No, no, it's an ambulance. See, look. It's constant death and destruction here. That's why the scriptures say, woe into this place. Woe means death and destruction. There they go. They cut the sirens on. It's constantly some shit going on here. This is the noisy city that the scriptures is talking about. Plagues and it's just because of iniquity here, man. Here it is. I can't even go for a peaceful walk without thousands of cars in my ear, without hella ambulances, hella fire trucks. I can hear the highway from here. That's not how this. You know, Imagine living somewhere with no peace or quiet. That's not how the kingdom is going to be. Not to mention you got all this shit going on in the news. I just read those couple of things. That's just today's news from the last 2 hours. There's always some shit going on here. That's why the Lord he gonna come back and get us out of here because we don't have no privacy here. We're not our own people here. We slaves. We don't own ourselves. We all in debt really because we're not living comfortably. And the ones that are living comfortably, they sold out. Majority of them. You got a couple Israelites that's just blessed like that, but majority of them sold out, and they don't seek the kingdom. So this is just a daily news update. Man, I hope this is edifying. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakal Kadash, giving them honor to the Apostle Edwards Great Millstone, peace and blessings to the brothers wishing their truth and sincerity and abide the Lord.